Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, would like to invite to the stage a young and very bright lady with a pseudonym Remarkable Mary for a presentation. Please, a round of applause for Remarkable Mary. The young lady deserves a better round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, respected distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Remarkable Mary Akpan. I was taught that any child who is privileged to sit or speak in the multitude of elders, especially those who have attained a certain altitude in life, must possess the attitude of gratitude. On this note, I count this as a great privilege to be on the stage irrespective of my age, to honor a great leader, an outspoken personality, a fearless citizen, an analytical thinker, a former governor of Rivers State, a former chairman, Nigerian Governors Forum, and the present Minister of Transportation of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as he marks his 52nd birthday, tagged a man ahead of his time. We are here to celebrate a man who is popularly known as the Lion of Niger Delta. Not because of his affiliation or closeness to any political highness or some sort of godness, no, but because of his boldness, doggedness, and state of fearlessness. And I'm sorry, sir, your enemies see this as stubbornness. We are here to celebrate a man who believes in justice. And what is justice? Justice to him is simply truth in action, even if it involves giving up your loyalty to a superior authority just to achieve equity void of partiality. But to an ignorant man, he sees this as being arrogant. We are here to celebrate a man who is moved by convictions, not mere explanations. And that is why his motto has always been, he is not after who will elect him, but who can stop him. And unfortunately, they see it as pride. But then, just as an object is being known by its sound, be it cracked or not, so are men known by their speeches, assertions, be they wise or foolish. So I believe I have placed the ignorant ones at the right place. His political career, right from the House of Assembly to when he became the governor and now the Minister of Transportation. You will agree with me that this is a man who has fought countless battles. Not because he's flawless, faultless, or crimeless as an individual, no. But because as a people, until we rise to fight a system that is lawless, we cannot leave a state of darkness. So I give it up to him as a great fighter. A round of applause to him. I call him the modern-day unapologetic speaker. Why? Recently, in an interview, he said he has never taken bribe before. And I believe what he meant was, ever since his appointment in government, he has never taken any payment to give out employment. Recently, during his ministerial screening, he said, I am not corrupt. And I believe what he also meant was, ever since my involvement in government, I have never been involved in any sharp movement, arrangement, settlement, just to be given an appointment. And I believe him. Ask me why. Ask me why. Because as an individual, he's only accountable to what he says, not how you understand it. Ask me why. Because as individuals, it is your action that has the only license to validate your speech and not the biased minds of men. Please give it up to him. There is a popular adage that says, show me a man who has not been criticized, accused, hated, and betrayed, and I will show you a man who has never stood for the truth all his life. On this note, I put it to his enemies, also known as the oppositions. No matter the negative assertions, expressions you put before him, the fact remained that his administration, if not the best, was one that ushered in revolution, transformation, reformation to Rivers State. I may not specifically mention all that he has done, but as a student, I'm quite aware of the free education, book distribution, and scholarship programs he did for your sons and daughters. I'm also aware that he was richly involved in road constructions, dualization, reconstructions, including creating centers for medication with good mechanizations that functions effectively. Please, a round of applause for him. Please permit me to divert a bit. I was told that beside every successful man is a woman. And unfortunately, he is an amazing woman and mother to his kids. From observation, I heard she's a great prayer warrior. And I'm very, very sure that this is the very reason why, despite the temptations, distractions, confrontations, allegations, which is seen as wrong accusation placed before him, his enemies still suffer in perplexion and in a state of confusion. Please, a round of applause to him. Indeed, our Minister of Transportation is a man to reckon with. Tinubu Asiwaju calls him the general of common sense revolution. Nneka Ogosi calls him the giant slayer and the truth advocate. Nkechinyere Ugo calls him the catalyst for change. Honorable Victor calls him the change commando and bulldozer of shoeless democracy. Chima Nnokam calls him the catalyst of purposeful governance in Nigeria. Ordinance Ameach calls him an iconic emblem, a pragmatic man, and the focal point of Nigerian democracy. But today, with a standing ovation, the conscious reformers, assemblies, calls him the field marshal of development. With a standing ovation, can we give a hand of applause to him? As the field marshal of development. Once again, thank you, Sir Ordinance, and the Conscious Reformers Assemblies for an opportunity like this. Thank you very much.
Field Marshal. That's Oga's new title. And I also say to our leader, that is the Alexander of our time. Please be seated. Thank you very much. What a wonderful young girl. It must feel great, sir, to inspire such a young girl. And I'm sure you inspire a whole lot of people. Of course, that includes me. And now I would like to introduce the next agenda on the program.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's watch a documentary on Rotimi Ameach.
It's such a great performer that even the